Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. Second method to find the mean. That is called assumed mean method. For the same problem, yesterday we have the problem. No? What is our problem? We have given class intervals and number of students. Okay, same question you can write for this method also. So I am going to solve this problem. So class intervals. Yesterday what class intervals are given? 10 to 25 marks got by 2 students. Next to 25 to 40. 25 to 40 marks got by 3 students. 40 to 55 marks got by 7 students. Next 55 to 70 marks got by 6 students. 70 to 85 marks got by 6 students. Again 85 to 100 marks got by again 6 students. So this is the given problem. Now we are going to solve this problem by assumed mean method. So we know that number of students are denoted by the column Fi, frequency column. Okay, and if you have intervals, we need to find class marks as in direct method. Okay, direct method also we found class marks. Class marks are denoted by Xi. And what class marks we got? For how to find the class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit by 2, average of this class intervals. So what is the class marks we got yesterday's? First one 17.5, and for the corresponding class mark of the second interval 32.5. Next to 47.5, next 62.5, next to 77.5, next one 92.5. So in direct method also we found this Xi class marks. After that we found Fi into Xi. Okay, it is in direct method. So what is the use of assumed mean method? Means if class marks are large values, if these are large values, here multiplication will take more time. So it is consuming method, direct method. So reduce the so we can reduce this X values by assuming one value among this Xi. Okay, so you have to select one of the number. You can take any one number from Xi. By taking that number, you have to subtract that number from each and every value of Xi. Okay, so which value we are selecting, that value is known as assumed mean. So actually we have to select the middle of the Xi. We have Xi values, no? Middle of the number. So middle of the number we are having 2 numbers. Among this you can choose any one. Middle of the Xi values we have 2 numbers. So you can choose 47.5 or you can choose 62.5. So I am selecting 47.5. Take it as a small, which is called assumed mean. Okay. So after selecting A equal to 47.5, you can select 62.5 also, no problem. Okay. So middle of the number we have to choose. After that, you have to find deviations. It is denoted by DA, deviations. Deviation means from Xi, you have to subtract assumed mean A. So 47.5 from 17.5, I am subtracting 47.5. You will get minus 30. 32.5 minus 47.5, what you will get? Minus 15. 47.5, again 47.5 will be 0. Next 15. Next one 30. Next one 45. So these are called corresponding deviations of Xi. Next, after getting Di, we have to find the product of Fi into Di. So Xi values are reduced, no? Those values are reduced. The values are called deviations. Now we have to find last column Fi into Di. 2 into 30 minus 60, 3 into 15 45, 7 zeros are 0, 6 into 5, 90, 180, 180, next 270. So in this method, assumed mean method, what is the extra column? DI column is extra column. Why we are choosing this column? To reduce the values of xi. If xi values are large values, you can reduce xi values by assuming one value among this value, middle of the value. You can assume as small a, which is known as assumed mean. So after selecting that number, you have to subtract that number from each and every xi. After subtracting a from each xi, it is known as deviation of corresponding value of x. After getting DI column, you have to multiply frequency into deviation. You will get Fi into DI. After that, after constructing this table, you have to find summation F. You have to find last column summation Fi into DI. So summation Fi is, by adding this, you know it is 30. And by adding that Fi into DI, 435. 435 is the value of Fi into DI. So after getting Fi into DI, we have to find the mean of the deviations. Summation of Fi DI equal to summation Fi. So after that, note down this. After getting Fi into DI, we have to find the mean of the deviation. Mean of the deviations. Mean of the deviations. Mean of the deviations I am denoting by d bar. Why? Because deviations mean we are finding. So Fi into DI by Fi, summation Fi. Okay. So first of all, I will find the mean formula from this. See here, this is d bar. D bar equal to what is d bar here? Fi, okay, d bar equal to, in place of summation Fi, in place of di, you can write xi minus a. Di means assuming. Di means deviation, no? So di means deviation. So there you can write xi minus a by summation Fi. Okay, that implies by separating this, you will get Fi into xi. Fi into xi minus summation Fi into a by summation Fi, and separating the denominator also, summation Fi. Okay, remember this values. We have to substitute in the problem. Right. Here summation Fi cancel. Why? Because a is constant, you can take outside. So summation Fi into xi is x bar, which is mean. Summation Fi xi by summation Fi is the mean of the observation, minus a equal to d bar. So from this mean equal to x bar is equal to d bar plus a by sending a at left hand side, d bar. Now we are going to find the mean. This is mean of the problem, and d bar is nothing but summation Fi into di by summation Fi plus a. So this is the actual formula of the mean using the deviations in assumed mean method. Okay. So remember this formula. In assumed mean method, to find the mean, x bar equal to summation Fi into di by summation Fi plus assumed mean. We have to add the assumed mean. So I derived this mean formula by mean of the deviations. First I wrote the mean of the deviation. From that mean of the deviations, I derived this formula. Now I am going to find the value of mean. So what we got, Fi into di is 435. Okay, 435 by summation Fi is 30. And what is assumed mean? What we assumed? We assumed it is 47.5. 47.5 is a value. By simplifying this, you will get, after cutting this, you will get 14.5. After, by simplifying this fraction, 14.5, here 47. By adding these two values, you will get 62. So in direct method also we got 62, x bar equal to 62. So here this method is called, assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. Okay, this method is called assumed mean method. So what is the use of this assumed mean method? Already I explained. If xi values are large values, you can apply direct method also. If you apply the direct method, if xi values are large values, if you apply the direct method, you will get the same answer, but the direct method will take more time. So time consuming method. So instead of that, we can use assumed mean method. Better to use assumed mean method when xi values are more values. So remember this condition: xi values should not be more values, greater values. Okay. So in that, assumed mean is not a mean; it is used to find the actual mean. How to get the assumed mean? Among xi values, you can select any one of the number as a assumed mean. So the a value should be middle value of the x bar. Middle value of the class marks. Only middle value you have to select as a value. Then you can use this formula. Find the deviations, a new column. Then find summation of fi di, summation fi, substitute the values plus a. Then you will get the actual mean of the problem. Okay. Tomorrow, next method, step deviation method. Right.